Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make some POO emoji cupcakes. The ingredients are all listed in the description below. So we have 3/4 of a cup of cake flour, a 1/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 3/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, 1 egg, a 1/4 cup of coffee, a 1/4 cup of milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. You'll also need some stand mixer, a mixer, sieve, and a spatula. And of course a paddle attachment for your mixer. And we have our cupcake liners with the cupcake tins. First thing that you're gonna do is sieve all of your dry ingredients. So in the sieve, we are going to add our cake flour. Cake flour has lower protein than all-purpose. Cocoa powder. I'm using the best quality cocoa powder to make sure that your cupcakes have the intense chocolate flavor. Just find the best cocoa powder that you can find possible that's gonna be great. This recipe is really great. A chocolate devil's food cupcakes. So after we add in the cocoa powder, we are going to add our baking soda and our salt. So if you think salt is weird, don't. It will enhance the flavor of chocolate in here. Sugar, and we are going to sieve all of our dry ingredients into our bowl. I'll take the bowl off of my mixer, and I'm going to sieve. So sieve until it's really fine. Yes, and then after we sieve it, we are going to put this onto our mixer. Give it a little scrape, put it onto our mixer. Put it onto our mixer. We are going to attach our paddle attachment after we attach our bowl. When making cake batter, use paddle attachment to get the perfect batter. If you're using a hand mixer, everything is fine. I'm adding my butter. I'm cutting my butter into chunks, and I'm going to slowly add it into my dry mixture to get a sandy consistency, which looks like a Oreo crumbs. Okay, our Oreo crumbs are done. They're really wet, like wet sand, but dark wet sand. This is what your Oreo looks like after you mix it with melted butter. It can become a base from a tart. Not using this, I mean using the Oreos. And into our wet ingredients, we are going to pour our hot coffee into our milk. Our coffee is really hot and our milk is cold, so it will balance out. I'm using a espresso coffee, but what coffee you like, it's fine. I'm adding a teaspoon of vanilla into my milk and coffee. I love milk, but I don't really like coffee because they're really bitter and I have to add sugar in it. So it's not that healthy. And we are going to pour our wet mixture into our sand mixture, little bit by little by little. And then once we've added our coffee and our milk and our vanilla, it's time for the last ingredients for this recipe, which is our egg. Before we add in our egg, I want to scrape the sides and the bottom of my bowl. When you're using hand mixer, you need to scrape a lot during this recipe as well. So just give the bowl a good scrape and give it a little bit more mixed through. Once it is all mixed through, we are going to add the last ingredients. Our egg. 1 whole egg at room temperature as well. If you're baking and you use cold egg, it will stiffen the butter and you'll get a really cold mixture, so it's gonna take longer time to bake in the ovens and it's gonna get pretty tough. So once our eggs are mixed, and we are going to now evenly divide our batter. I've got my muffin tins with the muffin cups in it, and we are going to evenly divide our batter into those cupcake liners. So remember, your oven must be preheating to 350 degrees before you start mixing anything, to make sure that your oven is hot enough to bake your cupcakes in. So evenly fill until 3/4 of the way full. Once it is filled, we are going to set our remaining batter aside and grab our cupcake, and we are going to throw them into the oven for about 20 minutes to bake. Our cupcakes are baked. They have plenty of time to cool, and I have my buttercream frosting. This is some chocolate buttercream frosting that I made earlier, and we are going to frost our cupcakes. So squirt in the center and then go around to the second layer of the mountain, just like you're making a mountain. So I'm done decorating my cupcakes, so this is the last one. Making swirls, and done. Now we are going to pop them into the fridge to chill to make the icing harden. So now that our icing is hardened, we are going to take some royal icing to decorate our POO emoji cupcakes. I'm taking my white royal icing, fit it with number 2 tip at the end. We are going to draw little eyeballs and little mouth for our POO emoji cupcakes. So drawing this needs some patience. You will need some patience in decorating. If you don't have patience, then your final result won't be beautiful. So now it's time to draw the mouth. Mouth for a little POO. And you'll need some toothpick to spread the icing. And we are going to draw little eyeballs in the center of our cupcakes. So just a dot, a squirt. Okay. A little dot on each of the eye. And they're done! POO emoji cupcakes. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and remember to subscribe this channel to make sure there are plenty of recipe to watch. Okay, bye you guys.